Chef George, what are we making today?
Well, here I'm going to make a really light salad. It's going to be heirloom tomato, apple salad with pistachio vinaigrette.
Okay. So what do we have here on the table in front of you?
Tomato, heirloom tomato, have a Granny Smith apple, some celery, some scallions, and that's going to be the salad. And then for the vinaigrette I have some pistachios, which I love, lemon juice, a little extra virgin olive oil, and a little bit of paprika.
Okay, great.
So I'm going to start off first with the vinaigrette, and it's very simple. We're going to throw it in the blender, and add a teaspoon of paprika, the juice of a lemon, see, I like to filter kind of the juice in my hand if I try to catch any seeds. Find that works. You're doing one or two. If you're doing more than that, then I would just get a little strainer. Actually, this lemon was nice to me. No seeds. I'm surprised. Dry my hands. So we have paprika, lemon juice, a little fresh cracked pepper, couple pinches of salt.
That's a lot of salt. That's a pinch?
I have a big pinch.
Oh, okay.
I pinch big. I like to season that you don't have to reach for the salt shaker at the table.
Got it.
But in all my recipes, salt and pepper, I always leave it open to taste. Some people don't like too much salt. Some people like a lot of salt, so I leave that up to your judgment.
Okay.
We're going to put a 1/4 cup of pistachios. Good. And a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Put a top on that. Put it in the blender. And we're going to let it blend for 20 seconds. This is where the music comes in. You know? So I want to leave it rather a little chunky. You can look at that. It doesn't look that appetizing here. It will be later. All right. We're going to taste it. Very important that we taste everything we do. When you're cooking, you taste as you go, not at the end. Sometimes at the end it's too late. Very good. If I don't say so myself.
That's good. Chef should like his own food.
Yes. Alright, so we have the dressing. We're going to put that aside. Now I'm going to jump into the salad. It's very simple. Get a mixing bowl. I'm going to chop up some scallions. I'm just taking out that white part. Cut it on an angle. Cut that up. It's going to be very simple. We're going to cut and toss in the bowl. So everything I cut, put in the mixing bowl, and we're going to toss it with the dressing in a bit. Add some celery. I just washed it. And we're going to cut them at an angle also.
Why at an angle?
It's more of a visual look. You can cut it really any size, but I like the angle you get. It looks more appealing. Okay, make that much. Celery and apple is a good combination of flavors. So now we're going to do Granny Smith apple. We're going to cut around it, around the core. So cut a piece from here, another piece here. Cut around. This guy will dump out, or we'll save for something else. The apple we're going to cut into, like little wedges.
Okay.
Now mind you, once you cut the apple, you have to move quick with the dressing, because if you leave them like that for a while, they're going to start oxidizing with the air, and they're going to turn brown. So, but that's why we made the dressing first.
Got it.
That way, as soon as we're ready to toss, the dressing is ready to go. That up. Line up. Doesn't want to go in the salad. Here we go. And the heirloom tomato. You're gonna cut. This guy we're not gonna cut thin because you're gonna have all the juices run out if you cut them too thin, like we did with the celery and the apple. So we're just gonna cut little chunks, a yay big. Toss them in there. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna season this. Even though we have dressing, you want to put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to give this a little toss. You can get your hands in there or a spoon. I just like to give a little toss in the salad. Now we're going to put some of the dressing in there. Kind of looks like peanut butter. And we're going to put a little bit of dressing here on the plate too. Give a little visual, dramatic action going on with that. That's our salad with the pistachio dressing. That's good. And we're going to plate it up. So if you want to make this more of a full, complete meal, you can add a little sear, a piece of fish will be great with this, or chicken breast, but just alone by itself. Okay? Now you don't have to pour the whole thing. We're going to make this look nice. So just a couple pieces here and there. Clean up my hands. And there we have our light apple tomato salad with pistachio vinaigrette.
And how long does this take to make, usually? About 5 minutes?
Well, 5 minutes, you saw it.
Yeah.
Cut everything together. 5 minutes.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.